on Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Welcome to local news on Power 365 FM. My name is Bidakbo Miracle Oluwadamilola. First, the headlines. Suspected herders attack farmers in Plateau. Injure 4. Federal government rejects foreign interference. Investigate protest violence. End bad governance, protest Plateau, Bauchi relax curfew. And on the other hand, as a soldiers rescued abducted ex-local government chairman, harass Boko Haram commanders and others. And on the business side, why for importers will frustrate Dangote, that's coming from Obasanjo. Alongside Nigerians can NS open data for development. And on spot, Tom Cruise's touted for dystopian Olympic closing ceremony. A gunman suspected to be herders have attacked some farmers in Plateau State, injuring 4 persons in the process. It was learned that the victims had gone to their farms in Bachi community, Riyom local government area, when the gunmen attacked them. The president of the Burren Youth Mothers Association, Solomon Nwateri, confirmed the incident to the Punch and Jos on Wednesday. He said the attack took place on Tuesday afternoon and that the injured victim has been evacuated to the hospital and were currently receiving treatment. Federal government reject foreign interference, investigate protest violence. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, has reiterated Nigerian stance against foreign interference in its domestic affairs and highlighted the importance of cordial international relationships. Tuga made this known at the briefing of the members of the diplomatic corps on the program and policies of the federal government in Abuja on Wednesday. The nationwide hashtag End Bad Governance protest, which commenced on Thursday, August 1st, was in response to the hardship experienced by citizens in the country. Several major highways were blocked, exacerbating the situation. Then the hashtag End Bad Governance protest, which gained momentum in major cities such as Lagos, Kano, Gombe, Yobe, Borno, Niger, Kebbi, Abuja, and other northern towns were marked by violence. Nigerian turn to local food amid soaring inflation. Daniel Adaji discusses how people are embracing cheaper substitute food as a way to cope with high inflation in the country. In June, Nigerian inflation reached a 28-year high of 34.19%, causing hardship for many Nigerians. The situation is worsened by a 40.87% increase in food inflation, which is attributed to insecurity in the country's agricultural regions. As a result, many people are struggling to afford essential food items. The State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World 2024 report by the United Nations indicated that about 172 million Nigerians, or 78.7% of the country's population, were unable to afford a healthy diet in 2022. On business, why fuel importers will frustrate Dangote. That's coming from Obasanjo. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said that those benefiting from the lucrative business of the fuel importation are going to make effort to frustrate the Dangote petroleum refinery. Obasanjo stated this in the wake of allegations by the president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, that some mafias were making effort to frustrate the $20 billion refinery. This came as it was gathered on Monday that a multi-billion-dollar refinery and other domestic refineries are yet to purchase crude oil in Naira based on the directive of President Bola Tinubu to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. In an interview with the Financial Times, the former president described the Dangote refinery as something that should encourage both Nigerian and non-Nigerians. And finally, we go to sport. Tom Cruise touted for the dystopian Olympic closing ceremony, with Tom Cruise widely predicted to engage in a death-defying stunt on the road of the Stade de France. Sunday Paris Olympic closing ceremony promises a memorable passing of the 5 rings flags to Los Angeles. 2 weeks after the unprecedented complexity of the opening ceremony along the River Seine, there are big expectations for the show to wrap up the games. The closing ceremony will be a much shorter affair and will take place in more traditional fashion at France National Stadium. Artistic director Thomas Joly has revealed it will combine wonder with dystopia, suggesting some darker element that the joyful and impertinent tone of the opening ceremony that drew a record audience of more than 1 billion worldwide. Before we leave, let's run through the headlines once again. Suspected herders attack farmers in Plateau, injured 4. Federal government foreign interference investigate protest violence. Hashtag end bad governance protest. Plateau Bauchi relax coffee. Anambra offers scholarship to 8 years old math juniors. Why fall importers will frustrate Dangote. And on sport, Tom Cruise touted for the dystopian Olympic closing ceremony. Thank you so very much for joining local news on Power 365 FM. Please do well to follow us on all our social media handle on Facebook at Power 365 FM, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and on TikTok at Power 365 Online Radio. Until we meet up again, my name is Abida of Miracle Oluwadamla. Thank you for staying tuned.